welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sort of in a cleaning mood, so in order to do that I need to talk about some books I've received. I've just been growing a stack, not because I intended to start this channel, but because I add them all into my Libib app so I can track how many books I have, and this pile has been growing for weeks. Last week I went on a little bit of a book buying spree. I was in my feelings. Also, my hair is just gonna do whatever it does today. So I have them surrounding me. A cat will come over and knock them over. Totally fine. Speak and summoned. I'd like to mention I have a book of the month subscription. One of those books is not in here. I read it. It's in my read list. We'll get there. Also, it's been like 3 months since I've acquired these books. I know that because the first book of the month stack I believe is from March, and I went a little ham for that one. Got all of them. So I actually don't know how to do this really well, so I know nothing about these. Some of them are sequels, some of them, most of them are not. We're gonna start with the book of the months from March. I got Happily Never After by Lynn Painter. I like the idea of someone disrupting weddings. That's mostly why I picked this. I don't exactly remember which one was my book of the month, so yeah. Also, I'm not gonna say what these are really about, but so this is my March, start of my March. I also got Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. I actually have no idea what this is even about. I just heard a lot of people talking good things about it. It was like, that's kind of all I need. Then I got Annie Bot. Yes, I got Annie Bot, which I kind of like the idea of just a robot. Don't really know much about it. I'm gonna stop saying that. We know I know nothing. The general gist was this involves a robot. I was really intrigued by that. Shark Heart, a love story. This, I wanted to choose the 6th book, and this is the only one of the, what is it called? Book of the year. This is the only one I didn't have. And I didn't know much about it, but now I'm actually intrigued. My Friend Anna. Don't entirely know why I got this, like why I really wanted it. I was just really on an Anna Delvey like information kick. It was already in my like little cart already, so I was like, I'll just stick with it. Murder Road by Simone St. James. I have multiple books by this author that I haven't read, and while this doesn't really interest me because it takes place in the 90s and for some reason I don't want to read about the 90s right now, other parts of it did. It's like, I'm from the 90s. I was there. I don't need more about it. So my book of the month for April was Abby Jimenez, Just for the Summer. Read that immediately because I also suffer from people who date me. After they date me, they find the loves of their lives. So these are the ones from May. Sally Hepworth, Darling Girls. I literally know nothing. I like to go into books blind, but I don't even know why I wanted this. That is how little I know. Holly Gramazio, The Husbands. I was sort of interested in this, and then I was like, nah, not really. But then I heard more about it and immediately put it in my cart to get for May. I like the idea of random people, just random men just showing up and your life just being altered. I hopefully will read this soon, but I hope that about a lot of books. Yulin Kwong, How to End a Love Story. I usually pick romance books for my book of the months, but this one didn't sound interesting to me until I heard people talking about how they know each other. It went to my cart. I got it for May. The Return of Ellie Black by Emiko Jean. I don't entirely remember which one is my book of the month for this month. I do know that I have read another book by this author that I wasn't a fan of, but this sounded more promising than that one, so I got it. And then Christina Lauren, The Paradise Problem. I haven't read a Christina Lauren since the Beautiful Bastard series. I have tons of them. I have a lot of their books. It's just, I should probably read more Christina Lauren. Like I said, I have a lot of them. So that was a spitfire through all the book of the months. I have 2 books that are by Fisher Amelie, Callum and Harper, and Thomas in January. I started reading this on my Kindle, and then I realized I wanted the physical copy because I've loved these covers since they came out. I just bought them. Also, at the time, I was in the mood for some 2012 romance, so I got these. Play With Me by Becca Mack. I did read Consider Me last month or the month before. Liked it. You're gonna notice there's gonna be a lot of hockey romance here. I really like hockey romance. It's the only sport that I know. I don't remember if I like the guy that this is around. I do know it involves the main character from Consider Me's little sister. Yes, I just had to double check, and I'm interested to see how that's gonna go because he seems like the type to not like it. I have 2 by Morgan Elizabeth. I read 'Tis the Season for Revenge, not last Christmas, but I believe the Christmas before, and I wasn't aware that it was going to be a series for the rest of the Friends. I believe this is a part of it. According to my Amazon, it was. I could be wrong. But I started reading Morgan Elizabeth's other series, and I do also like that one. Kim Ji-young, born 1982 by, I'm so sorry, Cho Namju. I heard more about the 4B movement, got really interested, bought this. Apparently a lot of people were interested because it took forever to get here. I'm really excited for this one. Bride by Ali Hazelwood, the special edition with a color illustrated by Lenny Kaufman. I wasn't originally going to get Bride. I don't know why. I just, like, it's something I could have waited for. I've read one Ali Hazelwood, The Love Hypothesis. I did like it. I have all the others. I was just going to wait to get this one until I got an email from Steamy Lit that Lenny Kaufman was designing the cover for the special edition. Immediately bought it. Actually, it was sold out. I waited. I stalked that website. It came back. Immediately bought it. I'm still waiting for the Yours Truly, illustrated by Lenny Kaufman, to match my Part of Your World. Anything Lenny Kaufman illustrates, I buy. These are, first of all, floppy. Like, this is amazing. Binding 13, keeping 13. I'm gonna hold this one because these are chunky. First of all, my spine is different. Like, it's supposed to be a gradient. Like, what happened? I see a lot of people really like this. Also, I'm just in awe of this flop. But I know a little bit about rugby. My high school best friend played rugby, so I know a little bit. I'm gonna hopefully use that knowledge to my advantage. Eventually, I'll get to these. This one's weird. It's called Stop Chasing Squirrels by Ted Bradshaw. My boss gave this to me. It's something that she's reading. She even personalized it for me and another lead at my job. I told her I would read this because I read almost anything, and hopefully it's some things I can utilize at my job. The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields. I know I related to something when I heard about this book. I don't entirely remember, but I got it. I heard about it. I bought it immediately the day that it came out. The Scourge Between Stars? Scourge? Is that how you say that? By Ness Brown. I really like sci-fi horror. Also, it's tiny. Don't remember why. Lethal Vows by T.L. Smith and Kia Carrington Russell, or just, I'm not gonna make any assumptions here. TikTok got me. There was something about this. It was one of those where they just, like, first of all, it was one of those where they just do this and then they never show you the cover, which pissed me off. I shouldn't have bought it because of that. But there was something about it that intrigued me, so I got it. I'm into, like, those type of romances. I'm not really into, like, the spice. I tend to skip it, but I was a fan of something on that TikTok, so there it is. Here for the Wrong Reasons by Annabelle Paulson and Lydia Wang. I read Never Ever Getting Back Together because I thought it was contestants on a dating show similar to The Bachelor falling in love. I didn't like the premise of that dating show that much. This one sounds like it's going to give me what Never Ever Getting Back Together didn't give me. Still loved it. Hope I love this one more. The Luis Ortega Survival Club, I'm so sorry, by Sonora Reyes. I heard this is like John Tucker Must Die, which is one of my favorite movies. Really interested in that. Attached at the Hip by Christine Riccio. Of course, I'm a fan of the YouTube channel. I've read her other books, and this is based on the only season of Survivor I've ever seen. Had to get it. The Partner Plot by Christina Forrest. I love the idea of people getting married in Vegas. That, I can't remember, do they know each other? Okay, they know each other. But they just, I believe, don't completely quote me, they wake up married at Vegas. Love that. Love it so much. Face Off by, it's either Mary Loyal or Mari Loyal. Not entirely sure. Again, I love hockey romance. They both play hockey, which I don't see often. I played hockey in college, only in college. Mile High, which I believe is a hockey romance. Yes, had to read, like, the first two words told me. It's the only reason why I wanted it. Hockey romance. Shut Out by Avery Keelan. Again, hockey romance. Only reason. The Kiss Countdown by Etta Easton. I've never read anything that's centered around an astronaut. I'm going to confidently say that he's an astronaut. I might be wrong. Flawless by Elsie Silver. I have no idea what this is about. Just small town. No idea. Not a clue. I just see people reading it and it makes me interested. Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. Hockey. And I was bored at work with access to my Amazon account. Okay. Last I bought from TikTok Shop because you'll see why. Saving Scarlet by C.A. Varian. First of all, sprayed edges. I don't even know if you can even see it, but also black pages. That was it. I wanted a book with black pages. And then I actually read what it was about. And I was like, okay, this is something that I would enjoy reading. I would still read it. That's the reason why I got it. Now I can put these books away. I have been waiting and waiting to put these books away. I still have to log them on my Libib. Do I try to pick one of these up? Okay. I don't like this. I also echo weird. So, these are not all of them. I would not be able to hold all of them. Okay. So, these are just some books that I've received recently because I have no shelf control. Yes, that's just what I'm gonna say. I don't intend to do this monthly because I really don't get that many books. Most of the time it's just the book of the month subscription because I won't let that go. I became a book bestie and I was like, this will never die. I'm gonna go put these away now. Well, first I'm gonna enter them into my Libib and then I'm gonna put them away. Thank you for watching. I still don't have an outro, but until then, have a good rest of your day or night. Have a good time.